Hello and welcome. I forget how big this green screen is, because have you noticed the green screen's new?
It's
big.
massive.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Massive.
Of course, I'm Tom, and I'm joined by Rich, who you all know as the game director for Warhammer 2 DLC, right? Is that how you describe yourself?
The DLC Lord, you mean?
The DLC Lord, yeah. Big Rich, in charge of everyone. You're not really. But of course, I can hear my voice coming back. We're here because the King's Shilling patch came out yesterday, right? It was in beta for
a good week or two.
Yeah. And now it is out, so everyone can access it. And we're just going to play through some of that. Obviously, this is an opportunity for you to ask Rich some questions, if you have any, about the content. And we're going to play Malice at the same time. So we're going to jump into the game, because I haven't played Malice since...
way back, right?
Since he came out, so since before he came out, a few weeks before he came out, so it was nice and early.
You got the inside scoop. You get to play it before
I
everyone
did get
else,
the inside
right?
scoop. However, I played it before it was probably balanced and everything was right. So I don't know if I was playing it and it was very easy, or if it was even harder than it should be. That's what I don't know.
So it's going to be fresh for you today.
It is going to be fresh to me. But the reason I really like Malice, and why this was my choice, my choice to play it today, I really like the dual start pods. I find it really interesting and entertaining. I think it's a really cool thing that you guys did. And just a big fan. Yeah. That's all I had to say, really.
So do you want more of those in the future?
I do, but I don't want to speak as the voice of everyone.
But what about chat?
So chat can let us know what they think of it. Hey, Tribuni.
Hi
I'm
there.
very good. How are you, Rich?
We're good. We're both good.
We're both good. Man United have been winning recently.
Exactly.
Joey doesn't want us to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
It makes it all better, right?
It does. We've got a Portuguese legend now, and he's doing us great favours. That's about all there is.
Hop, skip, and the jump, and then pens. I
don't think I've got game audio, Nick. At least I can't hear it.
I don't hear it myself.
No. Is this quite a hard first battle?
Yeah, it's not one of the easier ones, but at one point we actually had the factional capital down there, so that made it pretty tough with the wall set settlement. So we like to play around with the map. And as you know, this is a new area of the world as well.
Yeah.
That we introduced for the Shadow and the Blade. So who would have thought it, that the Warhammer world is getting too small? It's getting a bit tiny, getting a bit cramped. So
well, I guess we'll have to stop adding content, right?
Well, either that or just tweaking the geography and squeezing a few more bits and pieces in here and there.
What happened about my reinforcements? Did I mess something up? Did I not bring in reinforcements?
You didn't use the Blackheart, did you?
No, I didn't. Shall I quickly just save scum? I'm going to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a good start. Overall, it's a good start. But as I say, I'm just going to rub it in chat's faces now. Because I've played 4 Total War games this week. It gets very confusing.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Work that out. I haven't really played 4. I'm over-exaggerating. I'm literally just going to do this. But I've played a lot of different Total War games, and I think when you scatter between them... Oh, no, actually I did, because I played some Rome 2 at home. So that was true.
Okay.
Mortal Empires, we're going to do it again. I can't believe I biffed it immediately.
Oh, I can hear him now. He's just very quiet in the background.
It's very quiet. Is the noise okay for you, chat? Can you hear it? They can hear it. Nick's giving me a thumbs up, which means he can hear it. Okay, good.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's good.
I like to bring high quality content here where we spend 90% of it in loading screens. Definitely. You been busy, Rich?
Very busy. Very busy. So as much as we seem like we're quite quiet, where the team is frantically working away on all the next fun and interesting things. The boys are really, knuckling down, and there should be some exciting stuff coming for you guys later this year.
Right, I've done it this time. Admiral Leach, of course.
Of course.
Named after one of the designers themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I haven't biffed it this time. Pardon? I can hear it a little bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to listen to Zarkan whisper in your ear.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
But if he doesn't, then I guess I'll have to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Earlier on, we did have a good little echo, which made it sound like Rich was Zarkan in my ear,
Come on, Tom.
which is quite scary.
Slay them.
Right, lizard boys.
Yeah. What's your tactics here then?
Tactics are to win.
Ah, right. Good.
I don't know if you've heard of those tactics before.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna win.
The Control A special, I guess.
We're not gonna do the Control A special. I feel like I need to do a bit more than that. God, Master, we'll throw him at the start. Zarkan is very powerful though. That I do remember. Of course, having a black arc all the time is quite nice as well. So we're going to go for pretty standard Scourge Runner Chariot. Obviously, yeah, it has that anti-large armor-piercing missiles. So we'll see what we've got to attack that with. Let's go for those Feral Gold ones. With that, what have we got around here? Some more Feral Gold ones that kind of just levels out. I do like the Medusa as well. Such a cool unit.
Oh, she's awesome.
I'm already going to lose this battle just by getting close up to the Medusa.
She's awesome. She was a nightmare to animate, as you can imagine, but well worth the time and effort.
Yeah, doing it for the players, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of self-sacrifice there, because you animated it yourself.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. No, I didn't. No, the animation team worked really hard on her.
They do. We've got a good little animation team here. So far, I don't like Croxigors coming in.
No?
I'm not a fan.
They're just
not a fan.
They're going to trash your front line.
Spears. Yeah, we're going to probably lose that fight, so let's get out of that.
But, you know, like you said, you've got Zarkan in your back pocket, so once things get a bit nasty, you do have him.
We do have him. I've lost him. I found him. Okay, yeah. Let's go after this skink. Okay, let's drop that. Let's drop some of his stuff, because this is his actual ability, isn't it? And we want to use that towards the end.
Yeah, essentially, you want to let Malice's health deplete, because then you're going to get, essentially, a new life.
Yeah.
But Zarkan will degrade as well over the course of time, so you've got to be careful.
Let's drop this in, I think. It's going medium. I'd say poorly. I'm showing that I haven't played this for a while. That's okay. It's okay. We're all learning here, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to drop this on Zarkan's head. Controversial decision. Definitely controversial decision.
So, thanks for your question, Dimitros. There's no news on the new DLC today, unfortunately, but the boys are hard at work. So, more news coming soon.
They are hard at work. Of course, one of the old designers back. Can we talk about that? I guess so, right?
Yeah. We've got one of them.
People will know him.
Yeah. The team changes and ebbs and flows, and Gary, hopefully someone that you've seen in the past on some of these streams.
Yeah.
He's back looking at all the battle-related stuff. So, yep.
Medusa's in a spot of trouble. Everyone's in a spot of trouble. Overall, I'm very surprised at how quickly we melted. I'm really showing
So what difficulty are you playing?
We're on hard, and
I see.
I do regret it.
I see.
Their lord is almost dead, which is positive. I am definitely showing that I haven't played this for a long time.
And you've got the Black Art abilities there as well, you know?
Which I've been dropping a few of them. They have just come back. Again, I'm going to drop that on Zarkan's head. Well, Malice's head.
I'm going to say it's not Zarkan yet.
We'll drop it on his head because ultimately, when he gets low health, we're just going to fix him up anyway. Make him look beautiful again.
Yeah,
that Feral Bastillon is still at full health.
They're also saying that your Scourge Runner's idle. Like you're not making use of it.
Yeah, where's that Bastillodon? Hit that. I thought I did assign it to do that. I guess it stopped. Their lord's almost dead. He is retreating. But yeah, of course, any questions about the DLC, do let Rich know. You've got a great opportunity to get some insight on maybe why some of the patch decisions were made. Yeah,
so some of the changes to the battle balance have gone in there, and one thing that we've changed is on the piercing bolts of burning on the spell.
Cheers, Nick.
It might look a bit radical to some of you guys that we've dropped it from 112 to 48 on the armor piercing damage, but there is some rationale behind that. Essentially, that spell was doing something it shouldn't have been doing way back in Hunter and the Beast, whereas combining with the explosive damage, it was basically killing off large beasties, large monsters and stuff. So you could drop a Dreadsaurian pretty easy. So the guys have been tweaking that. We've reduced the damage output so that the spell now still does what it was meant to do, which is to damage cavalry units, damage infantry units, but your big monsters and all of that, they won't drop like flies. I mean, they'll still take damage, but it's now back in line with kind of our thinking there. So hopefully that explains that change and, you know, the reasoning behind it. How's it going?
Not well.
Not well, is it?
We've killed their lord. I guess that's a plus.
Yeah.
They've still got a lot of bad stuff though.
They're
Especially that Bastillodon.
They're fierce. These lizard men of the Dragon Islands are renowned for being particularly primal and vicious.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, it's got harder since I last played it. That's what I'm going to say.
You did put it on very hard, very hard.
It's on hard.
Oh,
it's
hard,
very
hard.
Very hard. No, exactly. I'm
Okay.
rubbish. That's okay. How would you rate yourself at the game itself? Is that a dangerous question? You'd rather not answer.
I enjoy playing it. I wouldn't say I'm the best player by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, my last escapades when playing a battle on stream were terrible. Oscar just came for me with his orcs, with his greenskins.
Oh, was it against
and I got murdered.
Oscar?
Yeah. But yeah, we have a new official champion.
I'm just doing really bad things here.
In the office, so maybe one day we could get Sean in here and
is Sean good?
Play some guys. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
You heard it here first.
I did hear it here first. That is a true fact. Where's he going? Where's Sarkhan? Okay, good. He's still doing his thing. Did you see when we had James Martin on doing some Warhammer fighting?
So James was good, but now Sean surpassed him.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. So James was on, and he was undefeated. He played Legend of Total War,
Did
and
he?
he beat him in a solo game. He smashed him.
Wowza.
What we did is we played a trick where we pretended that it was us playing, but it actually was James Martin playing. And it was very effective, and I wish it was actually James Martin playing right now.
James is an awesome player. He's very good.
Good footballer too.
He is? Yeah, he's a good lad.
Good goalkeeper.
Like many of the guys here.
It's true. That's why Gary's back, really. He just wants to play more football.
I say guys and girls.
Yeah, very true.
Everyone mucks in and plays. Very,
very true. So yeah, it's not going great. We're making some units leave, which must be positive, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody caught it late, but yeah, Tom was saying he really likes the dual start positions in this campaign, and I'm interested, chat. What do you think about them? Do you like them? Would you like to see more of them in the future? Or do you prefer the standard single starting position?
So for me, the reason I like them is I just find that it gives it a bit of... It really reduces the amount that sometimes... Every now and again you're like, oh, I just do need to wait 3 turns to do something. Yeah. So you just end up just going, all right, end turn. And those things basically prevent it. Having the split position. Now I'm a bit scared that... Okay, so they're leaving. They're coming back. Zarkhan obviously is on a ticking time bomb because he's going to die. The feral Bastillodon is running away. Right, you guys get back involved.
It's not James Marsden. No, we don't have a Hollywood actor here.
That'd be pretty impressive.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
Very impressive. I'm going to times 3 this bad boy. Scourge Runner Chariot's doing a good job against the feral Bastillodon, by the way.
Yeah, he should do.
How do they price up together?
You should do. I don't know what the price is on it at the moment, but that is what they're designed to do, right? They've got those massive harpoon launchers on there, so mobile, good at taking down big creatures. So that is the fight you want to have. But just not in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. We're about to lose. I've let everyone down. Am I going to have to save scum again? It's rough going, isn't it?
It's not blasting off this campaign, is it?
No, we're not exactly lighting the world alight with my skill, which is just trash. But that's not what we're here to see. We're here to give you an opportunity to ask Rich some questions.
Yeah. Fire away. I will try and answer what I can.
I'm sorry, Ben, I've killed your character. You were loved while you lasted. Still going. Come on.
Ah, yeah, okay. So someone's asked a good question here. Talking about blue skill line skills, and will we update them for Warhammer 1 characters? Yes, that is the plan. We're looking at doing that. Something I saw the other day also, it was Norscan traits as well, that we'd left them as they were from Warhammer 1. So when we introduced Norscan in Warhammer 2, yeah, we missed that one. So we're going to look at that, try and get that rectified as well.
First bit of content I worked on, Norska.
Was it really?
Do you know how long ago Norska was now? Almost?
No, too long.
Yeah. So tomorrow...
You're looking quite Norscan today, aren't you, as well?
Thank you. I guess. Thank you. Yes, I'll have been here 3 years.
Wow.
Tomorrow, and I'm still rubbish at Warhammer 2, huh? Learned nothing in my time. But yeah, Norska was the first DLC I worked on. It's really annoying, isn't it?
It was a fun one to work on as well.
Have I lost my black arc now as well, haven't I?
Yeah. So what's your favourite unit in the Norscan roster?
You know what I really liked, and it's annoying that I've forgotten their name. Were they like some sort of marauder? Like they were like the javelin armor piercing guys.
Mhm.
What were they called?
Yeah, the ones that take down the large creatures with the javelins. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. We had the berserkers. I remember that.
Maybe it was.
It wasn't the berserkers because they were dual-handed. I tell you, chat's going to say
Marauder
that.
Hunters.
There you go.
Marauder Hunters. Yeah.
I
knew it was Marauder something.
They got us covered.
They do. Yeah. Do I save scum again, or should I just commit to this having a bad run? No black arc run. That's what we're calling it, right? Apart from I can't recruit now, so I have to either run away.
Yeah, you can do stuff over there.
Yes. This is why I love dual star position. Let's just ignore that problem. Let's recruit some units though. Right, we'll recruit some units over here, and then I think we're gonna have to run away over here. We're actually gonna have to do it.
Oh yeah.
After this. I like that.
Yep.
No other choice.
Choice of one.
Yeah. Right, it's on the turn. Well, we did this on my I did this on my Rome 2 stream. So we do every Thursday we do Rome 2 streams where we just play through Rome 2. It's as simple as that.
Show your metal.
I guess I can turn him.
Oh yeah, you can still be. Yeah, you can still use the ability.
Let's fight it. Why not? Yeah, on my Rome 2 campaign where my faction leader died in the first battle, but we carried on and it turned out to be a great campaign. It actually worked out really well.
That's good.
Yeah. Obviously, that's got like family trees and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, the daughter's going to take over now.
I don't think Malice has anybody to follow behind.
Right, Malice, don't die. Stay alive. So I think our Scourge Runner Chariot can do something good here. Right.
Yeah, so people keep mentioning about tweaking stuff, changing stuff. Yeah, we're always scanning the forums, scanning Reddit, looking at all your comments. Even though we don't answer to them, we're monitoring them. Please keep posting them. They're very valuable to us. And we obviously try and fix as many bits and pieces, whether it be cosmetic, gameplay, typos. I know you guys love a good typo. But yeah, just keep chucking them as our way.
He has 1 health.
1 health. So it looks like you're going to be changing pretty sharpish.
I think so. Chariots, shoot, please shoot.
3 years now. You'll see some blue stuff before 3 years. So what's been your favourite campaign in Warhammer or Warhammer 2?
This is genuinely, I did really enjoy this one. I really enjoyed Norska, partially because it was my favourite one. My first.
And your first?
My first one, I meant my first one. But I've always said I'm more of a historical guy. I am more of a historical guy, personally.
Okay.
I get the magic of this, quite literally,
the literal.
and the metaphorical magic. I get both levels, but I've just always been a historical bloke.
Yeah. Swords and sandals.
But I did really like this one. I really connected with this one just because of the split start positions and stuff like
Split personality.
and the split personality. Right, let's turn.
Yeah, more
Right,
more
fire.
dwarves. Chat wants more dwarves.
I did like dwarfs.
That's fair play.
Yeah,
Who
dwarfs
would
are
you
good.
have if you could have more dwarves? Let me know.
Cold-blooded killers.
Annoyingly, this massive Croxagore is still massive.
Yes, they don't shrink in size.
Let's just blow up in there, I reckon. I do love his animation for the blowing up, by the way. Have you looked closely at it?
What's that? Sorry.
Have you looked closely at what Zarkan does when he blows up?
Yeah.
The animation he does. He goes like this.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Come get some.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. The first time we noticed it, it was quite comical. Good moment. This Feral Bastillodon might die amongst this. Armaduce is dead, so that's good. Didn't want her anyway.
Following orders. At once.
I have to turn off skirmish mode, to be honest.
You might have to.
Get some shots in. There we go, yeah, they've drawn their attention now anyway. Feral Bastillodon must almost be dead. Yeah, it's on 400 health. Zarkan is so bad. I kind of would have been better not to kill their lord, actually, reflecting back on it.
Chariots. Glorious destruction.
Please kill that Feral Bastillodon. Fire. No.
I thought we had Dogbut in the chat, but it's not. It's Dog Blad.
Dog Blad.
Dog Blad. Yeah. Ron Brindle having his own start position. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. Maybe we'll get to do that at some point in the future.
Can't believe this Bastillodon's going to make it out alive.
So someone was asking, what are the big kind of hitters in this patch that we've just put out yesterday? Essentially, we've been looking at trying to rectify the bits and pieces that were not quite working as intended, to do with the Vampire Coast, Raising Dead, and then subsequently the Vampire Counts, Raising Dead. So they're the main things that we've been trying to tackle there, where the Vampire Coast weren't recruiting things from the seabed, and then unfortunately the vampires were able to do that themselves. So those things have been rectified. There's been a whole host of balancing changes as well done to the unit, so some cost changes, some stat changes. As I was saying earlier, we changed some of the spells, so they're doing more things that we intended to do in the first place. If you guys have been playing through Malice's campaign, I know some of you got stuck on the Warp Sword quest line. I think it's something to do with a Beastman army causing some issues there, so that's been rectified. One thing we're actually trying to plan to do in the future is that our quests, if you confederate a lord, will go straight to the quest battle. So you won't get sucked up into the quest lines themselves. We'll summarise that for you, but you'll get to fight the battle, hopefully earn a cool prize at the end of it, and you know, your confederated lord will be suited and booted.
I like this question from Dan Suso, long-time watcher of the streams. What was your favourite DLC to work on?
Oh,
Because there's
Yeah.
many angles you could take from this.
yeah,
Personal preference on the factions or the character you're working on,
yeah.
or just like the features that you worked on and put in.
That's a good question, because to choose one is really difficult.
Can I ask a different
yeah.
question before you
Go
answer
on
this
then.
one? What was
Yeah.
the first DLC you worked? What's the first thing you worked on here?
At CA,
Yeah,
Viking Battle for Asgard on the console team.
no way.
Yeah.
Another one?
I was a console boy before I came to the PC neck of the woods.
Well, there we go.
There you go. You heard it here. Yeah, so I've worked on a few different things, like, you know, Empire, Napoleon, Shogun 2, you name it. But yeah, Warhammer's definitely been like the most enjoyable thing that I've ever worked on here at CA. It just it resonates so well. Total War and Warhammer just blend beautifully, and like I'm sure many of you know, and you growing up, you're playing the miniature game, you're playing the tabletop, and sort of seeing that come into life. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
You know, when I was saying that, you know, I hate the split mechanics. That's why we killed everyone at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
I've
so
been
you
saying
just
the whole
like-
time. You know, I don't like the split mechanic when you got two
Yeah.
separate areas. So we've killed everyone down there.
Too far from home, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to focus our efforts up here.
So it's
Yeah.
second chance.
Yeah, if you're really rubbish, play as Malice, because then can always just try again.
Extra life.
It is literally an extra life.
So
We
yeah.
lost the campaign
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. So yeah, to go back to the question, what is my most favourite one? Probably, I'm going to say Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings was just, when everything just sort of aligns and people are on the same wavelength as you, and we knew that they were a fan favourite and that people were really excited for them. We broke the mould that they didn't have to follow the Vortex, that they had their own storyline which was still wrapped up inside it. We tried something completely new and different in that, we got rid of money essentially. So from a design standpoint, that was really cool and interesting to try and achieve. The units are beautiful, and even they posed a challenge like, how do you animate a statue?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I remember the first time that we started working on that, we lined them all up, they're looking beautiful, and then someone goes, are they using placeholder animations? Are they just T-posing? You're like, no. And they were just stood statue still.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, how do you make them look believable then? So someone came up with the neat idea that, we'll have some cloth on them, and it will just subtly move in the wind. You're like, that makes sense now. And then they come alive, and the VFX start moving and everything. So yeah, no, that's been a real good one.
That was a good one. For me, another really interesting one to watch you guys work on, because obviously we just get involved. You keep us going on with what your plans are for the DLC and stuff like that. But really cool one to see was the Vampire Coast one as well. Obviously having that the new character as well introduced into the lore. And all
Vampire
that cool
Coast was awesome. Yeah, that was something which I guess we didn't think we were going to get to necessarily do. But we had a lot of fun with it, and who doesn't enjoy pirates and the high seas and the undead, and then you sort of blending it all together. And I remember again, like, we're reading through all the old background lore in the White Dwarfs. Some of the units had miniatures or like converted miniatures, but some had literally just like a one line of scribblings.
Yeah.
And there was, what was it? The Promethean and the Leviathan. And I think Andy clocked that it talked about crabs.
Yeah.
Crabs and other sea creatures. And he's like, crabs, that'd be really cool. And like, how are we going to do that? I can't do a crab like scuttling along side by side. And like, someone went, no, we do a hermit crab. Hermit crab, you say? Yeah, we'll stick a ship on the back and the skull and this, that, and the Oh, yeah, zombies with shotguns. Yeah. So
I do love the shotguns. And of course, doing the Vampire Coast, I'll be alright. Doing the Vampire Coast meant, of course, that we got the beautiful Vampire Coast trailer, which still is definitely one of the best trailers. Now, what's interesting is both DLCs that you mentioned, the trailers, Sam Simpson was... Simpskins, who might be in the chat. He's probably not.
He might be working.
He might be working.
Makes a change.
I know, right? Was he the lead on both of them, or he definitely was big parts of them?
Are we going to see some love for Gobbos? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've said this already, right?
Yeah. Greenskins are going to get some love.
He's got a big army. He's got a very big army. Very scary big army.
I have control.
Oh, of course. I was like, why aren't I doing replenishment? I forgot about the elixir, so I'm going to drink the elixir. So we need to do replenishment.
Oh, you're going to go back to the
Malekith's
balance
dead.
now.
He's dead anyway. So,
yeah.
Well, wounded. Sorry. He'll come back.
So there's been some changes there as well. In Malice's bar, some of the yeah. Some of the benefits and debuffs and stuff there have been tweaked and changed. The guys took on board some of the feedback that we were getting there. So it's not quite as punishing because it could be pretty nasty for some players. So I think there's a growth benefit now, from what I remember.
Ben's back.
Have we got any plans on revisiting the Wood Elves, Beastmen, and Norska? Yeah, we do. We'd like to do some of that at some point in time. Can't say when, can't say what exactly, but yeah, we do. Absolutely, we want to get all the factions onto a level playing field as one another. So whether that means new mechanics or new characters or units or whatever it is, we definitely want to do that because we understand that you've all got fan favourites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do, right? So my favourite are lizard men. So you know, love doing all those guys, but we totally understand everyone else got their favourites. So want to make sure they got loads of cool units and characters and stuff. So hopefully, what you've seen like recently with the Empire update, vampire counts updates and stuff, it's kind of what you can maybe expect in the future. But it'll obviously be tailored to the specific race that we're looking after.
Yeah. Boney Music apparently hasn't played or watched any Warhammer 2 for a little bit in Mortal Empires because he said AI end of term was so fast. How? Magic. It's just magic, right?
Yeah.
It's because we're running a beastie PC. No. Which update was that?
It was this one. It was Shadow and the Blade.
The Shadow and the Blade. Oh yeah, it was the Potion of Speed update, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which was very clever. I enjoyed that. Didn't tell anyone that, but I did enjoy the naming convention. Where you guys just spent a lot of time optimizing the end turn times.
Yeah, we got some of the coders to look into that, so thank you to those guys if they're watching. Spent a good amount of time trying some things out, tweaking with the AI, and you can see what a difference it's made. So it's really gratifying for us that you guys can now experience Mortal Empires in the way that we always, hoped and intended it to be. That you can go and conquer all across this world and enjoy it. I'm sorry to everybody that was using the downtime to go and do other things, but hopefully you enjoy this a lot more.
That is an absolute classic, and I think when I first played this on Mortal Empires, because I did just a bit briefly, just have a little look at how it was looking, and I did that where I was so in the habit of pressing enter and then going to my emails and doing whatever for a little bit, and I did it, and I went, wait, what do I do now? And it's absolute madness.
I know.
The difference, what percentage? We don't want to say the percentage, I guess, but it doesn't really
think
matter.
It differs on the specs of your PC as well, but it's a substantial difference. And it's great.
Before, you'd genuinely, like at home, I'd get my phone out and just be like, scroll and doing whatever, and
yeah, and it's allowed us to do other things as well. That's why we felt comfortable with this change. We'll expand the world as well in Mortal Empire, so you've got that new region down there, which we're not finding in anymore because Tom didn't want it.
No.
But yeah, it allows us to do that kind of stuff as well. So really good. So what are you going for?
I'm trying to work it out. So it depends, right? So we're gonna stay friends with Malekith. That's my hope, anyway. don't want to poke that bear. So we'll go down south. And I'm trying to think. I was like, well, when I played this previously, it was on. There was more. I'm trying to think what there was, but I basically built the fence here because I was like, well, I want to defend this passage so that I don't have to worry about it. So I built like a strong garrison in here.
I see. So it's like the kind of the cash cow of your empire.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah, exactly. So I then made this like dark palisade and then made it so I basically just didn't have to worry about protecting up here. But I don't think we're going to come into that issue if we keep Malekith as a friend, and if we take these two, kind of, won't necessarily be a problem for us. So I'm just trying to work out what to build. Part of me's thinking, okay, do we just get some cavalry just for a bit of diversity in our roster? Or do we go public order? Could even go growth, because then if we get growth, then we can start pushing forward on here to enable bigger buildings. So that's what's going through my head. What do you reckon? What do you reckon I should do?
You asking me or you asking chat?
Both.
Oh.
But you'll probably answer quicker, so.
Growth's always good, right? It just gets you going.
Let's do the growth then.
You're in it for the long haul.
We are. There's some income generated from that as well. Beautiful. Public order's not doing great, but that's because we just had an event that popped up and gave us -4 public order. So thanks for that.
Yeah, chat says growth. They also said you ruined the campaign and you should start again.
Did they? Play a different campaign. You ruined the first fight there. I did.
All in your.
Don't like to give up. I mean, if
dual start plans.
We could always do an hour of this and an hour of Vampire Coast just to, spark some opportunity to talk about stuff in case it pops up.
Yeah, for sure. What other changes were in there? So, Lord Scroll's Plague, there were some changes there to be had. So again, you guys were asking, are we going to update all the old factions and stuff? We still want to maintain and sort of change up even some of the pre-existing characters. and in terms of like Skaven, it makes sense, right? We've done some of the great clans now. We wanna make sure they're all different. So Clan Pestilence got a few more bits and bobs there and some love. Ikit Claw as well. He's had some bits on done there with the new workshop units that we put in Shadow and Blade. Yes, here we go. So Rapand, that was one of the other main talking points. Some of her things didn't quite work out as we intended. Where like the water mechanic didn't work in multiplayer campaign, so that's now working. Hopefully she isn't also talking like a chap anymore. That was something that we looked into as well. So yeah, there's a few more bits and bobs there. But anyway, go and check out our blog, and that'll give you the lowdown on all the changes that we've made.
I really enjoyed Response as well. I actually really liked her, the kind of water mechanic, kind of that was making you really think about your decision before you go halfway across the desert to go fight some Skaven. And I was like, do I want to do that? Can I stop anywhere en route?
Yeah.
I found it really cool. I actually did really enjoy hers as well. I'm trying to think when that would have been around Shadow and Blade time, so it's been a while since I've Warhammer 2'd.
She was a fun campaign to make and to play. I think it's just that idea of charging across the deserts with all your cavalry, fighting the Tomb Kings.
And it's quite, for me, I just really liked it as well because you can play a bit Bretonnia, but it's got something a bit different to what you'd usually have in those early parts, especially if I find that it's a blessing and a curse, but because we have to play so many campaigns and stuff across different games, I end up not finishing them. So the only ones I ever finish are at home. Because here, by the time you're halfway in, it's either like, you either bridge the development gap as well, where then like you'll play it before it's come out, and then you'll be like, oh, I'll play it now it's come out, and it's like, there's some weird stuff going on.
Thanks for your feedback, Jum TV. I'm pleased to hear that Skrulk's more fun now.
It's good. Is good. Right, so Malekith is back up to full strength. I should also be able to... Oh yeah, don't worry. My brain.
No, you're good.
I think we'll go over here now. There's Skaven in here, right? Now the builders are building.
Say again.
The builders, I'm sure I just heard the builders building in the hallway behind us.
No, not in the game.
Not in the game.
No.
But it shouldn't get picked up by the mics, so if it does happen, don't be too alarmed.
Oh no, I'm okay. We've got the big green screen to protect us.
It's true. They shouldn't be doing hammering and drilling at this time, but we'll see. They might have just forgotten to do it anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
What else is this?
Be at war with the following faction. It's quite a lot of cash. Should we do it? I could do that.
Yeah.
6 grand. We've got 22 grand, to be fair. We probably don't need it.
You do get a little sum of money, yeah.
We're gonna go right here, and then we're gonna... Josh sent me a message. I wonder if he knows that I'm on the stream.
Yeah, another good question. Jum again. Yes, so we have been thinking about adding more skill tree benefits and tech tree benefits to Alariel's forest units and Arc and Vampiric units. So watch this space. We should be trying to get those to you in the next update. Yeah, those sorts of things. Please keep sending the feedback through. It's really, really helpful. And I think that might have been one of the guys picked up on not so long ago. So yeah, keep sending them through.
That's good. Ooh. Well, we're at war with everyone now. Malekith's gone on a weird one. Hey, Cyber Sniper. I just saw your message saying hello.
Oops.
How's your smoothie? I tried that one.
It's
a
kind
weird
of like
flavour. I've tried it. I couldn't work out how I felt about it.
It's quite nice. It's kind of it's Lizardman kind of bluey green.
It is very I wonder, does it get greened out with the green screen if you hold it up?
I don't know.
No, it's okay. The lid of this does though. Look. So the lid of this.
Oh, but that's
the map
really
behind.
green, isn't it?
This isn't a good example. I need to put my head like over some detail.
Mine's more like turquoise.
And it does reveal the map. Oh, Malekith's talking to us. Malekith. Zarkan.
Well,
I'll get there. My brain will catch up.
Malekith does talk to
Skaven here, right?
To Malice, right? You know, he's kind of
does.
he's
Yeah.
kind of his boss.
He is his boss.
Oh,
right.
So yeah, Greenskins overhaul later this year. The boys are working on it.
We'll have to potion again because we need this replenishment back. It's okay though. Yeah, we are at war with everyone because he's decided to go on a weird one, and I've just noticed this army in here, which I don't like. Hopefully he's going to be dealing with that himself, not putting me in trouble.
Oh, they are such good questions. I can't answer them all, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stuff that we've been doing recently, rest assured we'll be making some more stuff along those lines.
Yeah, not sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
No, we're quite busy. A fair few more things still to come.
This is a trick. Why does she want some gold from me? Can you explain this for me?
Why? I don't know. I guess she sees you as a bit of a threat for some reason.
I'll give her some cash. Why not? I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
Do we get Sauron? Yes. He's in.
He's joining the party, right?
Yeah. Why not? Throw him into the pile. I forget how nice the top of this map looks. You know, top of the Mortal Empires map. I do love this Dark Elf territory.
Wouldn't it be nice if some more things go in there? Maybe.
Nah.
More beasties.
Now, I think there's plenty in this map. I think we'll never add anything ever again. That's what I reckon.
Hi, the Cyber Sniper. Yes, I am. I head up the DLC team, so anything Warhammer, new content, DLC, that's me. So, yeah.
It's true. It is true. What was the first Warhammer 2 DLC you worked on then?
Warhammer 2?
Well, Warhammer DLC.
Our first one would have been the Blood Pact, which I know isn't everybody's favourite, but like the first main one after that would have been Beastman.
Okay.
And look at where we've come since then.
A long way. A real long way.
We weren't even sure if people liked the game at that point.
Yeah?
Yeah? No, we weren't. We were very much kind of like the opinion of, or, you know, lots of people obviously like Warhammer, but we've got a lot of classical kind of Total War fans of history here, and we're not quite sure how it's going to go down. So, yeah. But years on now, it's amazing. And the game just keeps on growing, organically changes. We love it. Everybody on the team's like really invested in the characters and the lore. Everyone's got a fan favourite, you know. So as long as you guys keep enjoying it, we'll keep trying to make it for you.
Yeah, it's crazy how long it's been since the announce and since the release of Warhammer 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Still doing well, still creating buzz. It's good.
Okay, we've got a question now for. I'll answer it and see what you think as well.
Okay.
So Droy RC asks, who's the favourite lord in the game?
From what perspective?
Well,
to play with, or to just in general to look at? Who's the prettiest?
To design. There's been a lot of good. Probably to design and have like a lot of fun with. Probably Ikit Claw. Because he's so radical and out there and bonkers crazy. I mean, we were trying to go bonkers crazy and send them to the moon, but we just had to settle for nuclear bombs. You know, he was a lot of fun, and like his animations as well, like how you can take the mini, and we worked with GW and say, you know, he's kind of all technological and he's got gas and pipes and things here, and Mr. Deans basically said, yeah, how about if it was a bit of a jetpack kind of a thing, so when he jumps into his attack, you know, it's almost like being boosted forward by it. So yeah, he was a lot of fun.
I think for me, who would I go for? I do really like Wolfric. I think he's really cool.
Yeah.
Again, bit of nostalgia in it for me. First one. But I also just like him. He's really cool. And then I'll never forget. Can you remember when I did that sizzle reel edit? This was not a public asset, but the sizzle reel edit.
Yeah.
And it just made him really cool. Like, I can't remember what song it was. It was that kind of rocky vibe.
Yeah.
And it just really,
I know
not
the one
Rocky
you
the
mean.
film,
I
but
know
rock music. And it just made him look really cool. And I was just like, he just looks cool.
He is, and
especially on the back of his big old mammoth, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need that, right? He's a good duelist, but we're like, well, if we got a mammoth, he feels
Might
right
as
to
well.
even feels right to sit upon that. So who was your favourite Lord Droy RC?
That's a great question. Right, let's power through so we don't suffer attrition. Because obviously we don't want attrition. That is bad.
I think one thing it's fair to say and to answer actually, and we get asked this quite a lot. The Horn Rat is asking, do we get Thankful before Warhammer 3? Thankful is not coming anytime soon, so please don't expect him anytime soon. Sorry.
Well, there we go. All dreams destroyed for
But
the Horned Rat.
But, you know, we love the Warhammer universe and we want to get as many characters in by the time that we're done, so watch this space.
Yeah.
But not anytime soon, sorry.
Yeah, Sungriff, we were saying earlier with the Potion of Speed update, which was with Shadow and Blade DLC. Yeah, so obviously it's free content to everyone, but yeah, there's an update to optimize the end turn times for Mortal Empires. So, they're real quick. Should we search the runes this time? Are you any good at the puzzles?
Oh, it depends which one we get. If it's the one where I have to, like, twist my head upside down.
Let's do the puzzle.
Oh, no.
Is this the one?
I see the guy to put a mod out now which just rectifies it for you and just lines it all up.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what I usually do? I usually Google it.
You Google.
Which one is it, everyone? This is one for the people in chat, because we're gonna make it engaging for you. You're gonna I don't want to work it out.
1, 2, 3, or 4, left to right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Google it.
Google it.
I always
Google
do.
always knows.
It does always know. Because what's the aim of this? So it's to say.
So you got to try and you almost got to spin the center to line the colors, and then they will point to the corresponding symbols.
So in your head, you need to spin it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember the first time one of the designers presented these to us. We were just like, okay. And I think some people were doing exactly what you're saying, putting it in Photoshop and spinning it around.
So we're getting some threes. So we've got one that says left. We've got 2 3s and 2 2s. So overall, I'm going to say
it's 4.
It's 4. Yeah, definitely 4. Right.
Yeah, we got a 4 now. There you go.
2.5.
2.5.
3 2s. Oh my goodness! It's not going to work well. I'm gonna actually have to work it out. Right. So those go there.
Well, while you do that, I'll try and answer some more of the questions.
Please do.
Oh yeah, MS Paint. Yeah, so someone said, what's it like working with Games Workshop? Super good. We have a very strong relationship with them. They're very supportive of what we do. I mean, you've seen that by the fact that we've been allowed to make Norska, Vampire Coast, probably some other things you weren't expecting, even like Rapans recently. So we absolutely respect their IP, and they're great to work with. Very supportive of what we do, and we have a lot of fun in what it is that we make. Yeah. Your job now hinges on this, Tom.
So I get to keep my job then.
There you do. You do. He's good. He's good till next week, right?
Just imagine, get fired today, just before the 3 years. Perfect.
Oh look, you did. All of a sudden, at the end, lots of ones. You see, they knew.
They knew. Held out.
Not fired.
Not fired
Not
today.
so you can beat not fired, Tom.
I could be not fired.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thanks, everyone.
No, Tom on Reddit. Would we rework the treasure mechanics? It's not very fun. Yes, we can do that. We can look into that. Again, if you guys got thoughts and ideas around that, please post them. We'll have a look at them. We might not respond to you, but we'll read them, and we take that feedback on very seriously.
Hey, Jeff Berry. Welcome.
It was
Everything's going great.
It was definitely an experiment that we wanted to try something different, and yeah, we wanted to see if they worked, and if they're not quite up to par, then we'll try and do something about it for you.
I'm running out of cash now. Yeah, because you've got what is it? Other Tom is what he calls himself.
That's right,
and
other
everything
Tom.
else,
So you're not Fire Tom.
Because I'm the real Tom.
The real Tom.
It's not. that was
Any stuff
getting it
being
wrong.
worked on for Wood Elves at all? I think that's what it's saying, or other races. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff going on in the background. When we can share it with you, we absolutely will. So, sorry I can't really go into details today, but it will be forthcoming in the future, and Grace and the team will let you know.
We've got commandment available. Could do with that public order, to be honest, because we're about to have some issues with that.
So, Boo PN, yeah, new patch. Yes, we updated the game yesterday. Had a few different fixes in it, a bunch of miscellaneous things, but predominantly we were looking to try and fix the vampire coast raised dead at sea and the vampire counts raised dead on land. So that's what this is addressing. There's also a bunch of multiplayer fixes as well, some stat changes. One thing here which I mentioned earlier, but I mentioned again because it might look a bit weird to you guys, the piercing bolts of burning. We tweaked quite heavily there the damage, the armor piercing damage that it does. That was purely just to get it back in line with our original intent of the spell. It wasn't meant to kill things like dread saurians and big beasties. So fear not, it still does explosive damage, so it will still kill cavalry, still kill infantry, but your big old nasty monsters will get to survive a little bit more now. So it's still dangerous, still powerful, but back in line with what we were imagining the spell to do in the first place.
I saw two interesting things. One said Jeff Bray said I'm wearing a Rooster Teeth t-shirt. It's not actually. It's an IGN t-shirt from 2015 from an event in San Francisco that they did. So yeah, just to clear that up. Not that it needed clearing up. I also like this question from Pertarabu84. Have Games Workshop ever served you bacon butties? Now, can I make a guess on this? I reckon, so they haven't for me, but you have visited them, and I reckon they have.
They have definitely
They fed you.
Fed us. I can't remember if it was a bacon butty, but
well, these are the questions that people really want to find out. So if you could find that out,
have to look back. But yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, and if you guys get the chance to ever go out to Nottingham and check out Warhammer World, I would definitely recommend it. That's an amazing display. Lots of cool things there, and like we as a team went and visited on a few occasions, and our artists absolutely use that as a great reference point when you're looking at the buildings and models and seeing it in perspective, the scale of it. So yeah, go and check those guys out if you ever happen to be in and around Nottingham.
I've still never been.
Have you not?
Oh, was on a few trips and then we didn't go in the end.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. Knob best rather. What's a bacon butty? Yes, bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
There's many a way to say bacon sandwich. I assume you'd say just sandwich. You wouldn't say butty. You're not a northern lad, are you?
I'm not a northern lad, but you might have a bap.
But isn't that northern as well?
That is northern. No,
so what are you doing?
I'm not.
You've just gone really rogue.
I did. I used to live up north.
Yeah.
Many moons ago.
How long for? And was this with your family? Or
no, it's just like at uni, like
okay.
So yeah, like 3 years or whatever. So yeah.
Then you never went back.
God's country, Yorkshire.
Yeah, and then you never went back again. You were like, that's enough for me.
I'm down here now.
Stuck here forever. Where should we go, do you reckon? Should we go more inland and get some fighting in? We could go just start fighting some.
Who's that? Katet?
Yeah.
The old guy.
Go fight him for the lols. Could go through the Red Desert.
On his holidays. Out there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe let's get some fighting in. Kind of need to replenish first, though.
Another good question. Will old DLC Lord see some skill updates like Belagar and Skarsnik, like the 3 unique skills? Yeah, so again, that's been raised to our attention. So we're looking at trying to rectify some of the older lords and make them more comparable to the Warhammer 2 lords. I think some of the greenskins definitely deserve some of that attention. So expect some of that in the future updates. Basically, we'll tackle some bit by bit, so you might not see them all together at one time, but it's definitely something we want to try and address.
Right, Let's get into some fights, because that's where I'm worst. Let's get me embarrassed again. Yeah, barely got time to click on the double speed there.
What's this question here? So Hash Hut Champion. Looking at modding the game for the franchise once we're all done. Crikey, I don't know when we're going to be done. There's so much still to come, right? I mean, we haven't even got to the big nasties of the third game. So I'm going to be very grey and old by the time that we're done on all of this good stuff. But we hear you that there's some certain fan favourite units out there, like you say, the Merworm, Hurricanum. We'd definitely like to get those injected into the game for you at some point in time, plus many others. So watch this space.
Watch this space, indeed. Wouldn't mind I need some sort of public order buff here. Oh, actually, though, been distracted by harpies and stuff.
So you're looking for the Dark Elf units at the moment. What's your favourite Dark Elf unit?
Oh, that's a big question. War Hydra's a big boy. Big fan of the War. In terms of visually,
yeah,
I do love the Executioners. I think their armor is really
yeah,
cool.
they're nice.
I think to use, we're obviously going to look at the top tier. We're not going to be messing around with the.
What you mean? Not bleak swords or dark shards?
Come on, Rich, get out of here. Yeah, one of them, I think. Charybdis is quite cool as well. What about you?
I don't know, because I've just been distracted by this comment, which is, can you add the CA content team as a hero pack DLC? Yeah. We
Do it. My name's yet to be in a game.
There are a few people from the dev team, let's say, in the game.
There's quite a lot. When you know the people, there are quite a lot.
Yeah.
There are quite a lot.
But you're right, you're not in the game yet, are you?
No, not yet.
So, has anyone got any ideas what Tom could or should be in a future update?
I want that trade agreement. It's a rubbish trade agreement, Tretch. Skink.
A skink. Yeah.
It's got to be something lanky. Right?
Hobgoblin.
Tank engine. Empire steam engine. I like that. I respect that quite a lot. Right, let's go do this fight. We're probably going to lose it, but I'm just going to start a war. It's only for today, right?
Yeah.
Let's do
That's
it.
easy, innit?
Let's do it.
Goblin Big
Let's get
Boss.
some fighting. Goblin Big Boss? Could work.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's weird.
There's another
Twitch
good question
box,
by Anglo Canna. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Yes, we have been thinking about that, which is basically, question is, have you been thinking about reworking the UI for generals and heroes? So when you're picking them at the start of the game or during the campaign, that you can find them a bit easier. Yes, we have done some work on that actually. So that you should see coming soon in a new update. And yeah, we realised, particularly if you're playing like high elves, and they've got all the different. I mean, you've played that as well, I would think. Like, they've got all the different influence costs, so you'll get like loads of princes, loads of princesses, and all the rest of it. So yes, we feel your pain on that. So yes, some work's been done there. So you should be able to sort by the general kind of type, and there might be one or other two different category options in there as well. So hopefully you'll have an easier time of picking your new lord.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I made the High Elf Let's Plays. Back in the day. What time to be alive?
Tom the Death Hag.
Yeah, I could be one of those.
I think we've actually already got someone already in the game as a Death Hag, so maybe we've got to pick someone else.
Actually just clicked one note.
No problem.
That's why I get for pressing the Windows key. Like a fool. Here's the Tomb Kings.
Oh yeah.
Should we have a look?
Katep.
I mean, we can't.
Is
lose this
Katep
fight,
in the
so-
army?
Nah.
No.
It's not even a
just-
order, I don't think.
Just his minions.
Yeah, just minions. They are such cool units. There's the cloth that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. It's not so bad on these guys, because these guys did have like a little bit of a rattly kind of idle, but on the massive statues, yeah, they've got nothing moving. They do look a bit strange. Demon Prince, Tom, of the Slaanesh variety.
Got Mouse, get in there.
Hmm. What's we got here?
Oh, they do have a Lord in here.
Okay, would you ever change the mage selection because of going to a new game you have no idea what any of them do? Sounds like we need to give you some more information then as to what the mages do and what they can kind of offer to you in battle. So, thanks for the feedback there. We'll have a look into that. Nothing planned at the moment. Yeah, you see that? Some writer said that Tom looks like a Norscan. He should be a Norscan Lord.
Maybe. Right, let's.
Yeah.
I want to do the. Of course, we can't because we're doing recruitment at the moment. I want to do this big explosion. Not today.
Not today.
I've got a question. Tomb Kings don't bleed, right?
No, but they can obviously take on the blood of the other guys fighting.
Getting covered in it. Just wanted to get something visual in here, but I forgot that mouse couldn't blow up. All the bloods are their friends. How unfortunate. Poor lads. I do love how they start to melt away when the hero dies.
Oh, yeah.
I do really like that. I find it very enjoyable.
Crumbling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it very satisfying. I think it's very cool. Alfarium, Tom's too skinny to be a Norscan Lord.
That's because he plays all that football.
Yeah, playing all that football. Got the football tournament Friday.
You do, don't you?
You're not playing, are you?
I'm not playing, sadly. But
did you sign up? Or did you
no,
never sign up?
I couldn't play this time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
No, not about. So yeah,
Shame.
should be a good one though.
Should be a good one. I've seen the preliminary teams. I've seen them kind of scoped out.
Yeah.
Some big
Competitive sides.
James, Dave, who was sorting the teams out, was like, "How do you guys feel about these teams?" And I went, "They look pretty good. My only feedback is that one of them looked like an absolute bruiser team of just people that would kick everyone." And I was like, "That team's just gonna they're not gonna lose because they're just gonna really hold their ground.
They're gonna break everybody else."
Yeah. And then next week is the Special Effect tournament, which is always
is
really
it?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a tournament that Special Effect run. For those of you who don't know, Special Effect is a charity, a gaming charity for people with disabilities that can't play games, and it gives them the ability to play games. It's a really cool charity. We do a lot of work with them as a company. And yeah, it's like every 3 months they run some little tournaments with loads of different companies from within the games industry. Sports Interactive always blooming win every time.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Every time. I mean, they should be. To be fair, if they didn't win, you would start questioning.
You would.
For those who don't know, Sports Interactive are the guys that make Football Manager, also part of the Sega family.
Awesome.
So our friends.
Awesome game.
Do you play it?
If you like football, yeah, I do. Yeah, I love
Do you play it a lot?
I love it.
For me, there's moments that I enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't play it that much anymore.
Weirdly, I've been playing it more recently on my mobile. You can get a mobile version, which is a bit more like the classic stripped back version.
Yeah, it's called Touch, isn't it?
Whizzing through stuff there, yeah.
Who are you managing?
Manchester United, of course.
So you just start Man United. You just make yourself.
Yeah, I've done different ones. I have done my hometown club in the past, Billericay Town, but that is
a bit of a grind.
Proper low league grind.
For me, the worst thing about doing the grind, because I don't know enough of it, I struggle with like going, like I have to. Have you ever made a club go from part time to full time?
part-time to full-time.
It's a mish
Yeah.
because it's like there's just so much to
'Cause
it.
you'd
And
have that,
there's just so much because obviously it's a game with such depth, and it is a great game if you love football. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is overwhelming me. That's what I found.
Well, I guess that's what people find with Warhammer as well, right? Some people, they first see it like, whoa.
Yeah, but
Look
once
at-
you
look
get
at the
through
choice.
it, there's a lot you can get out of it, definitely.
Definitely.
If we leave there, yeah, probably God is not enjoying itself. Let's
Do
just
you
wait
know
a
the
bit.
question to this? Are we going to have any presents at EGX this year?
I don't know. We usually do from a recruitment perspective, so you'll
That's
always
what I would've
find,
thought, yeah.
you know, a couple of designers or artists there because if you're looking to get into the industry, that is a great place to go. There's usually a little recruitment booth, and you can speak to some people. If you want to speak to people from CA, there's usually some. You want a peace treaty? No, go away, Crone. But yeah, it's usually quite a good opportunity. But I don't think we are there.
I'm not
From
there.
a game, I'm not there, so we're not.
We're not there.
But from a gameplay perspective, I don't think we are, but I might be wrong. But
Yeah.
I'm sure we will announce it if we are. So keep an
Absolutely.
eye on the social channels.
Definitely.
We've got a big fight. Look who it is.
Definitely.
Look who it is. Cadet.
He's rocked up.
I don't think Malice is Malice enough, is he? Is it medium possession?
You're not all the way corrupted yet. Or
That is going to swing.
For the hag.
Okay.
Enough said. Enough said.
Axe Mioa? I'm going to kind of say. So this update got me mad confused. What are you finding confused about it? Rich is here to ask any questions.
Yeah,
if
well,
you do have any questions.
And I see CA Williams in there as well, so he'll certainly help as well, answer some of the questions.
Who's C.A. William?
Norse. He's a good egg.
Good egg.
Good egg.
Got any bad eggs?
No, I haven't got any bad eggs.
You're not going to say it if you do, do you?
No, I've not got any bad eggs.
Come on, you must have one
Come
bad
on,
egg.
get back to work, Mitch.
Exactly. Well, I wasn't going to say it, but
Yeah, no, there's no good.
I don't
No
think
bad egg.
Mitch has stopped playing football as well.
Yeah.
I know what
yes.
changed. I know what changed.
The Welsh Dragon, the fastest man in Wales.
Well,
Allegedly.
there's another Welsh dragon. He does say he's the fastest man in Wales, and I don't believe him. Do you?
No, because he's not in Wales.
I mean, you've got him there. To be fair, these guys got armor piercing, right? Armor piercing. Okay.
New DLC went. Sorry, no news on that today, but fear not, we are working away at it, and news will be coming to you guys in hopefully the near future. So when we've got something to share, you'll soon hear about it.
So they've got 2 units of Tomb Guards, so we're going to put these guys. I'm going to put them here. So I kind of want to immediately. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Feels like maybe a bad idea. But they're definitely going to be on this side.
So Urban Scompis. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Do we have any plans to look over campaign balance? Things like income boosts for Lords and Heroes, blah 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 blah. Yes, one of the designers is primarily looking at that at the moment, actually. So we might have some stuff to share with you in due course. Obviously, we know about the whole order good faction, so to speak, being very powerful at the moment. So that has some interplay with things like that as well. So we're always actively looking to remedy that, but it's not a quick and easy fix. So as much as we might fix and change some stuff in each patch, we're working our way to obviously trying to get a decent balance for you guys, where good guys, bad guys, and everything in between are doing their thing. But it's not kind of like flicking a switch. So thank you for bearing with us, and we'll continue to make some changes there, and hopefully we'll get you the right balance in the future.
So my plan here is these cold ones are going to try and drag out these skeleton archers, which will allow my shades to get close enough to start picking off these Tomb Guard, because they're my real concern. Everything else is a bit nothingy. These are quite IT actually. That's quite scary. That's my plan. How do you feel about it? It's already gone badly. Hero Titan wrecking shot. Good. Tomb Guard fell into the trap. Get trapped. The other Tomb Guard are moving forward, but that's okay. Right, melt those Tomb Guard, please. Good, 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 good. Because of course they're the only armoured infantry in here. Everyone else is a bit nothingy.
A bit meh.
Yeah, big old green splodges everywhere. That wizard is concerning me a little bit, so let's just get Malice attack there. Yeah, not a fan of those spears. Hold on Knights are getting kind of wrecked, to be honest. As long as they can engage a little bit and slow them down, that's all positive. Tomb Guard are getting pretty damaged, almost at half health, which is positive. Yeah, these Cold One Knights, unfortunately, on their flank, been kind of destroyed. Malice is now getting a bit lost, so let's pull him back. What unit have we got here? Nekara Warriors. Yeah, the anti-infantry. Let's actually get a bit of a surround on them. This is just our garrison anyway, so I'm not too fussed about their long-term health. Just hope we can get a bit of damage in. So, what's up? Got some big questions going on?
Oh, there's a variety of things going on here. People are asking about the team and all the rest of it. Yeah, we're a nice little team. We've got a bunch of designers, some coders, some artists and stuff. But yeah, we keep plugging along, keep making hopefully cool things for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to toot our own horn here. I think CAR, we're quite good at listening to, we pay attention to what the community are doing, and I think you guys really do that, where you show that you innovate and change every time. It's not just going, well, here's these two characters and
we try.
This is it.
We try. I mean,
you try, yeah.
We love the content, and we love the fact that you guys love the game as much as you do, and you'll tell us what's good and bad about it, right? So, yeah, we absolutely listen to that, and we want to rectify things. We don't get to rectify everything, obviously, but we certainly try and do what we can, and keep trying to add new and fresh things for you to play around with. How's Joey? Joey's good? Yep. Busy lady.
Always. Where does halberds go?
Someone's asked, what's CA's favourite cheese?
It would have to be Philadelphia, because it's the only cheese we have in mass. And it's cream cheese. Does that count? Well, it must do. It's got cheese in the title.
It just reminds me of an interview I saw, sorry, again, football related, years ago, Stephen Gerrard, and they asked him that same question. They went, what's your favourite cheese? And he went, melted cheese. It's like, is that an answer?
It's an answer.
Sorry about the accent. It was terrible. But yeah, melted cheese. I think, for me, Cambonzola. Have you ever had that?
Cambonzola?
Cambonzola.
I don't know if I have yet.
I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like this weird blend of like a blue cheese with a brie. But it's pretty tasty.
I do like a Stilton, and you know what? I'm going to put Stilton as my number one. Stilton's the best cheese.
Good shout, good shout.
Just going to say it. I think it is. Stilton is a 10 out of 10 cheese. It's got the flavour. Do a lot with it.
It's a very Christmas cheese, isn't it? So it's like they always come in the Christmas packs.
So. I guess so. Yeah, I guess that is true. I usually have it all year round. I don't like how low Malice's health is.
I see we've got some love for Grimgor Ironhide in the chat. Yes, he's gonna get some more new looks, some tasty buffs and things in the future. Don't you worry. Grimgor will be the best.
So if we can knock the Tep out, it should be alright. Obviously their Lich Priest is still doing okay. Killed a lot of their big units. Let's actually get the ranged guys on those. Let's try and push those ranged up. Try and push up here. Try and click on them. Okay, too late. I'm actually surprised these guys on the left managed to kill those units around there. Temple is almost down. I think this is a Lord off. This is kind of the decisive battle here. minor damage to himself, which is obviously a little bit risky, but look at that damage.
Look at that. Gone.
Go on, finish him off. Dead. Right, now we just need to hit Lich Priest. Did you ever watch The Ever Chosen, where someone was, I think it must have been the one that was around the time of, was it around the time of Vampire Ghost? But anyway, it was this point when,
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
it was the undead thing.
Is it the one where Cetra does like a power slide in the chariot?
No. That was a cool moment, but it was with someone playing as vampire counts.
Right.
And they basically, obviously, you know, people usually go to snipe the Lord, because if you snipe the Lord, they'll start to crumble. And during this game, someone made a final push to kill their Lord, and it kind of sacrificed a few other units to do so, but they were like, well, obviously, if I do that, we're going to win. But they didn't realise that in the background, at the back of the map, they'd left a character. Can't remember what it was, but the one that what's the character called? But they've got the raised dead spell. You can basically bring them down to like a cost of like 300 if you just keep the raised dead spell. I don't know why I can't think of what the character's called.
Necromancer, they're saying.
I think it's a Necromancer, yeah, that's the one. And the Necromancer was hiding at the back of the battlefield, which meant that they didn't crumble, and it was just a spectacular move.
Just hanging on in there. I don't think I saw that one.
Honestly, it was one of those ones where just in the moment you were just like, oh, they've lost, and then we were like, why aren't they crumbling? Like, is this bugged? What's going on? And then it just turned out that's what it was. They'd kept a unit hidden at the back of the map.
There has been some really good Ever Chosen battles. I think the one that I was thinking of was Aerocrastic, I think it was.
Yeah.
When he became the new champion. Yeah, that was on point. That was a really good series of games there. So hopefully, more Ever Chosen in the future. I don't know when, but hopefully.
Almost done.
Almost there.
I actually feel like I did okay on this one. Okay, dead. I feel like I did okay on that one. Not too bad. I'm getting back into it now.
Okay, new question. Have you ever played Mark of Chaos or Dark Omen? No, you're a wee lad.
Oh, wee lad.
A wee lad. I feel like I've played Mark of Chaos. I don't think I played Dark Omen, though. But that was a fair few years back now. That's probably like back when I was, on the console team or something. So yeah, a little while back.
What should we do? Should we murder them?
You're a dark elf. Of course you're going to murder them, right?
Got a new Huel flavour. It's interesting. It's chocolate flavour.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to explain to someone. Oh my gosh! I was trying to explain to someone. It tastes more like a yazoo than a. I was expecting it to taste sweeter, more like a milkshake. It tastes more like it tastes like a milkshake, but like you know how yazoo tastes. It's got like that really deep, like deep flavour. I was trying to explain milkshakes. It got weird.
I don't think anyone knows what you're talking about.
No, no one does. Gone mental.
It's got that deep flavour.
Someone will know what I'm talking about. Someone out there.
Earthy?
Not earthy.
Not earthy. Deep.
Difference. There's a difference, Rich. Come on.
Yeah, look, Dark Omen, 1998. That's a little whiles back.
I was a young lad then. Isn't the Viking Battle for Asgard anniversary soon?
I guess it would be, yeah.
I think it came out on the 23rd of March.
Yeah, rings a bell. That was a long time ago.
Away.
Yeah. Never got to make the second one, sadly.
No.
Fun game, though. Fun game.
So what did you do on it?
Okay, so I was a level designer.
Okay.
So I got to help build the worlds, basically. So I got to block out all the cities, the big towns, and design the big battles. So if you ever played it and you got to fight, I'm trying to think now. there was a city in the second island which was like across a drawbridge, and you had to fight your way through the town up to this kind of altar at the top. That was one of mine. And yeah, we had like these points where dragons were coming and flying and breathe fire. We had giants coming and crashing down gates, and yeah, that was one of the hardest things I actually had to do, was to try and get this battering ram to cross the bridge, to knock down the gates, to move out of the way so all your men could flow inside. Because you had Scarin, this kind of Viking character, and you're supported by all the guys that you've been collecting from around the world, which always seem to love honey and mead and various other things that Vikings like. Yeah, and they'd come and help you against all the hordes of the demonic kind of bad Vikings. I forget what they're called now. It's so long ago.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun, and it set me on my course for where we are today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There we go. That's why you made Norska, right?
That's right. Oh yeah, definitely.
Threw yourself back to that.
An homage.
Yeah. Oh jeez. What do I want here?
Please make Spot and Total Warrior 2. Oh, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, you just have to do it by yourself though.
Yeah.
No help.
Might take a few years there.
Let's build this up.
Okay. Yeah, so before I did the DLC on Warhammer, I started off on Empire Total War. So I did like all the tutorials back in the day on that, and map making. Again, I love map making. Level design is my thing. I mean, if you come swing by my desk at lunchtimes, you'll often see me playing either Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo.
Really?
Just making stuff.
How are you enjoying Planet Zoo?
Yeah.
Because I looked at it, and obviously I was a big fan of Zoo Tycoon back in the day. I love Planet Coaster. Yeah, I haven't got round to Planet Zoo yet.
Yeah. They're awesome. Level design.
That's how you get it out of you now.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Yeah.
Playing away. It's funny.
Yeah. Now you might love me or hate. You probably hate me for this. I was the map man on Rome 2. So all those battle maps. Sorry, that was me.
It's fine now. It's fine now.
Yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of good stuff. So Rome 2, Shogun 2 I worked on. Did some of the multiplayer stuff on that one as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you said you did
games.
the tutorial for Empire. Did you do the tutorial for Napoleon?
Yes.
You did?
And for Shogun 2.
So for me, the tutorial on Napoleon, one of the best tutorials around, I reckon. I like it because it follows his narrative, follows his story. Yeah. I loved it. Was that your idea?
Yeah, so I remember I went into one of the local bookshops here.
I think you say butcher?
No.
Like, all right.
We do have good butchers in Horsham, but no, into a bookshop. And there was this great book which was outlining kind of his Napoleon story as a boy, basically. And how he'd grown up on Corsica and gone to the military academy and made his way around France. And yeah, I thought that was just a nice way for people that didn't know very much about him to sort of go along on that journey, build, learn the game as you go along. Yeah, so I enjoyed doing that.
I loved that. I thought it was a really clever thing, because for me, like, yeah, I always found that, back in the day, playing Total War games, it was like a passive way to learn a bit of history, and like, this is kind of, obviously, it completely changes after you press enter the first time, because it all goes haywire, but I always found it really interesting to learn stuff, and then playing that, I was like, I actually feel like I'm really, really learning stuff here.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's like movies, right? I love a good movie where it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And you're like, really? That happened?
Yeah, but then do you ever Google it afterwards? Never Google it.
No,
afterwards.
I don't Google it.
And that's how you stay happy. I Google, and then I go, oh, none of this is real. Like, The Terminal? The film The Terminal? Have you seen that? Tom Hanks?
A long time ago.
I only watched that recently for the first time. And then I was like, my girlfriend was like, oh, yeah, it's based on a true story. And I was like, is it? And then I looked up and I was like, oh, it's so... it is, but I mean,
contrived.
It's so far off.
Yeah.
Shame. Oh well. They've got big stacks here, which is scary. So I'm a bit scared to actually go attack that. What do you think?
But you got yeah.
We've got full possession.
So if you don't,
point.
want to attack, what are you going to do? Are you going to change your possession so that you get the benefits of like building some more stuff? What's kind of the thinking here?
Well, it's a 16 with another. I think it's got another Tomb Prince, Nekar Warriors, Ushabti, which is obviously quite scary, and that's about it. And in here, Tomb Prince, Doom King.
Why are you having a ponder? I'm just going to answer a question. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's just a patch update. There's no DLC accompanying it. We're still a little ways off from that. Some news coming to you guys as soon as possible on that front. So this is just to fix a few of the issues that people had in the game recently. Main headliners are kind of fixing Raised Dead at Sea for the Vampire Coast and Raised Dead on Land for the vampires. We've also got some fixes for things like Malice Darkblade's quest chain as well for the Warp Sword. A whole rafter of kind of balance changes for units, stat changes there, lots of little tweaks, typos, you name it. All the information is on our blog, so if you want to go and check that out, hopefully there's some stuff in there which will help you guys out and enjoy the game.
My fear, now I've done this, is that this unit will attack us.
Yeah?
As well. Let's find out. I saved it.
Let's find out. Oh, nice one, yeah. So, Astrobro, talking about the Shogun 2 stuff. Yeah, I remember the first day I got asked to look at the Shogun. I love Japan, but when you actually like try and research on some of the stuff, crikey, that's quite a taxing thing to get your head around, whether it's a place or a person or a town or, yeah. But Shogun 2 is a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, that's what I thought might happen.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're not going to win that fight. It's 3 arm.
No. Even though they're skellies.
Do I save scum? Don't have to, I know. They're never going to leave.
Hi Matt, yeah, thanks for pointing out about the Croxagores. Yeah, we are aware about that, so we're looking into why that's happened, because that was something we tried to address back on Hunter and the Beast, so let us have a look at that and get that rectified. We'll look at the right kind archers as well for you too. Thanks for pointing that out.
Is there any point? I mean...
No, there's not really, is it?
They're all pretty...
Are they
They're
bad?
all pretty chaff, though.
But what
How much range do they have?
What have you got? Nothing.
Nothing of real significance.
No. No problem, Matt.
Do a save. Quick save. We took a risk. It failed, so we're going to do the honourable thing. Playing Shogun 1 in an internet cafe. What a throwback. I never went into an internet cafe.
Did you not?
I lived in a small village in the middle of the countryside. Like, it's not going to be a thing, is it?
I think I only ever did it when I went travelling once. Yeah, that wouldn't have done it back round here. But in Asia, yeah, they're, obviously big things.
Yeah, true. I spent most of my childhood with 2 meg down internet speeds. Very exciting.
I won't go into like speeds of things, but I remember like one of the first computers I had an Amiga 500, and we got like a half a meg upgrade for that. It's like,
big,
exciting times. How things have changed.
That's annoying. You have to fight this.
What was your first console or PC or?
It was PC, so it was my dad had a PC because he used to play stuff like EverQuest, Quake 3. So my dad was a competitive Quake 3 player.
Really?
And a fun fact is that he actually competed against Kerry's boyfriend. So
right.
So Kerry's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He used to compete in Quake.
Okay.
And just coincidentally, they used to compete against each other.
That's strange.
And that's what's really weird, because I remember when my dad used to tell me about it. He used to tell me, he'd be like, "Oh, I used to play Quake against," because obviously he's quite famous. he used to say, "Oh, I used to play Quake against the guy that set up this."
Oh, right.
And obviously it's funny now because now I know him.
You know who it is.
I know him.
Yeah.
I've been to his house. Like it's really like one of those ones where it's really, really weird. Like turn of events.
So whose side are you on now, eh?
Oh, that's a great question.
No, don't answer.
I'm not going to. I'm going to hide at the back of here, behind the water.
So you had a PC then?
So yes, to your question,
Yeah.
I had a PC. That was the first thing we had, and then like I used to play stuff like Golden Axe.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to play Golden Axe on the PC. Used to play GTA 1 as well. Was quite one of the games we'd play. Sonic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, Sonic.
They were all just on floppy disk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolute dream. Then the first console I got was a PS1, so we got a PS1 at some point. I'd never played Nintendo games until I was like quite old,
No,
really,
that's fair
in
enough.
comparison. But yeah, so
Fair
that's
enough.
that was the path I went down, and then PS1 was stuff like Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Colin McRae Rally.
Oh,
Big fan of
that's
Colin
a
McRae
good
Rally.
game.
What I used to do is, growing up, used to go. My parents are religious. We used to go to church and stuff. When we didn't go to church, I'd do the whole Colin McRae Rally, and on a Sunday I'd be like, "Oh,
Brilliant.
here we go!
Brilliant.
I'm gonna do the whole Colin McRae Rally for a day."
Right over
Oh, come
crest, 90 dip.
Yeah. And like, have you played any of them?
The recent
more
ones?
recently,
Like-
well, not even those, but like Dirt and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Have you
yeah.
played any?
Yeah.
And I played F1 2019, I think
Okay.
it is. I played that, and so like, you can't grip a controller harder. I think it's like literally just like, Probably should have paid attention at some
I
point.
think the first Grand Prix game I played was probably like Microprose Grand Prix back in the day. That's a really, really old one. But yeah, I love me a good racing game. Oh, what else we got? So you're in.
We think we're going to lose, but that's fine.
You got the advantage. You're on the hill.
We're on the hill. I was kind of trying to keep them in the water, but I messed up immediately, as you know I would. We do have them on the hill, so basically it's not going to get any better than this. I wouldn't mind if it did get better than this. Just fast forward.
So Overkill's asking about more battle terrain effects and things like water and trees in the future. Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, we absolutely read about magical rivers and spooky forests and altars of power and this, that and the other, and it's definitely something that we want to look at seeing if we can harness any of that stuff in the future. It's just trying to get into the right battle gameplay where the AI can fully make use of it as well, because we hear you, like, if you're going to do a multiplayer match, maybe you guys can figure out obviously what it's going to do, but want to make sure that AI is fully utilising that stuff. So, you know, still got some work to be done there, but we're very much aware of it and very much like to see some of those things in the future, as I'm sure you would. So watch this space. You're getting some support, Tom. They're saying, come on, you're getting some love.
Some people who watch me on other streams will know that I'm not awful at Total War, I'm just awful at Warhammer 2. But I'm warming up into it. Honestly, it is interesting when you pivot so much between playing the different games during a week, how much it'll... I'm just making excuses now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our undoing here is going to be their lord.
Oh, you got Mr. Jeff Berry, Golden Axe. Wow.
I know, what a game.
I think I read the other day talk about Streets of Rage 4 as well. You must have played Streets of Rage.
I didn't play Streets of Rage.
You didn't play Streets of Rage?
Alright, don't get angry.
God, yeah. Right, it's fired.
Yeah, fired now. Did you get a Sega thingy? What were they called?
What, like the pass?
No, the one that came out last year, the Sega Drive Mini.
No, I didn't.
So that had Golden Axe on it, and we played it at Christmas because I bought one and I gave it to my dad. And yeah, we played Golden Axe and we played. I think he was playing Streets of Rage against somebody, but I didn't play it. As I said, it was just PC. Actually, won it. It was playing. Again, most of my early games were just literally random collection of PC games that he had. Diablo 2.
Did it have Afterburner on it?
No.
What?
Well, what? Oh, the Sega Mini Drive.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have done. I know there's loads of games on it. There's
That's
loads.
fun.
Hey, Falco.
Hey, man.
Josh CA said, "Do you only play TW games at work all day?"
I don't. I play all sorts of stuff.
I think is that our Josh or is this a fake Josh? I don't know.
Can the real Josh please stand up?
Jeez. Awful.
You were saying it. You were saying it as I was saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play.
It's fake, Josh. We've had it confirmed.
I do play a fair amount of Total War at work. I tend to set aside an evening for it, or a weekend. Sorry, like I'll play a lot of it over one weekend, and then I'll be like, all right, cool.
Well, like you were saying, though, you were like history fanboy. You know, you coming into it, enjoying it before you even joined, right?
Yeah, yeah. And again, Rome 2 is one of my favourites, and the guys over at Sophia did really good job of adding more to that game. I think it was already had a lot to it at the point that we stopped doing stuff on it,
Yeah.
and then obviously a few years later, the Sophia guys working on it, and for me, them adding the family tree and the political party stuff, like I've had some really good fun on it.
Yeah.
Again, for me, that's what I really like about Total War is it's with all of the different eras and different kind of ways that you can play it. You tend to pick something that resonates with you.
Of course, yeah.
Roman history is something that's always for me. I've just always been obsessed
Definitely.
with, but always been a big fan of. I always find it interesting. Right.
So yeah, Grobsio, yeah. So end of the beta patch. So basically, everything that was in that beta patch for the King Shilling is now gone live. So that beta will be shutting down, and all those fixes are now in the live game.
The dream.
And you're also asking about are there any announcements? No, other than saying that the beta has now gone live, there's no more big announcements today. When we have got some news on you for future DLCs and that, Grace and the team will let you know on social, so please stay tuned.
Yeah. Indeedy do.
Does CA like multiplayer campaign? That's quite a sweeping question. There's definitely some people here who love a good multiplayer campaign. The dev manager actually on my team, he loves multiplayer campaigns, so he's constantly in there telling us all the goods and bads about it. So yeah, we do have a lot of people that like playing that. As do they play the battles, multiplayer or single player campaign. We've got a good mix of people.
Reckon this, you shabty look.
Gone.
Come on, make them all fall over. Run! Did it? I did something useful.
What did you do?
That. Skill. They got no ranged. Very interesting. Whoa, Dark Shades, what are you doing? Stop that.
So someone's got talking about Sophia. So Sophia is basically part of CA. They make some of the products. They're making some cool stuff now, and as Tom was saying, they've made some of the DLCs for Rome 2 in the past. So yeah, they're a great bunch of guys over there, and hopefully you enjoy the stuff that they're putting out for you.
Mm-hmm.
You've certainly enjoyed it, haven't you? You've certainly given you like extra liquor paint on Rome 2 and breathed some fresh life
definitely.
into it.
And they did some good stuff on Thrones as well.
That's true, yeah.
They did some little extra stuff on that once we'd kind of stopped our stuff on it and moved on to other projects. So yeah, they are really good guys over there. You couldn't tell that they don't work in the same office. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it.
They come over and say hi from time to time.
Some of them.
Yeah.
I was over there late last year. Very nice office as well.
Yeah, I've never been actually. Maybe I'll get to go one day.
Maybe. I've been there, and you've been to Nottingham. We're even.
1-1.
Yeah. Let's get some cav charges in the back here. A little bit concerned about the right flank. It's a bit swamped right now. Some extra ranged capability on there. Let's get some little flanking going on. You guys are doing fine. Have it in the first charge. Where's Malice in all of this? Oh, there he is, getting smacked in the face. Right, let's hit this Tomb Prince.
Yeah, you've got his ability to... There you go. What's
Go on,
this? Any chance we get some special buildings in Albion, such as a building in the Citadel of Lead for Norse that references Be'lakor? Good call. Interesting one. Yep. If Will's still in there, note that down. Yeah, we love digging up all the old lore, trying to find legendary buildings and places for people to go back to, little kind of Easter eggs basically. So we certainly try and cram a few of those in.
Lost Malice, who is he? Yes. He involved Malice. I think he killed that too. If you could kill him, to be honest, mate. Hit him a couple more times in the face. Their Lord's getting scared, it's got involved. Right, let's get our ranged. Try to sort out that.
Okay, so chat, question for you. I know you guys, or some of you have been asking for Thankful in the past, but you're not going to see him anytime soon. So which legendary lord would you like to most see next, and why?
I imagine we'll get a very mixed answer back.
I'm hoping so. An orc one.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Nagash. Interesting. Eltharion. Toddy.
I've seen a lot of that. Definitely for the memes.
Toddy will have his day. Yeah. Now some of the ladies, Ariel, Neferata. Good shouts.
So many VFX going on right now.
That's because you just crossed over, didn't you?
Get right.
Oh, shout out to Joseph Bugman as well.
Boom. Close victory. We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Wood elves. Tom the Steam Tank. Of course.
Why do we have no mechanical heroes and lords yet?
The legendary lord that is Tom the Steam Tank. What about Tom the Iron Demon? Do you know what that is?
I don't. Is it a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. It's Thomas the Tank Engine not being very, very nice.
Not fighting many high elves. What do we want? Doesn't really matter. At this point.
Not feeling it. So how do you think your campaign's going?
I feel like we're on the road to recovery. I'm gonna have to potion up. Am I not in? Are we? Oh yeah, just. I thought we were still over there, but I forgot I went and attacked those guys. So we were. That's okay. We'll get our replenishment back in 2 turns. I might actually. I guess I'll just commit to what we've got now. Yeah, the watchtower. Actually, no, cancel that. Let's build the Den of Outlaws and let's upgrade that. Perfect. So we can upgrade these. We've got so many dread spears.
Can I do that? Let's see if this will work. That'll work, won't it?
That should work.
Here we go. Patch notes inbound.
Boom.
There you go. Check them out. Share them with your friends.
All of them, even if they don't want it. Just send them on WhatsApp, email, every form possible.
Rich said, send them.
I deleted all my social media apps today.
Ooh.
Got bored of them.
Ooh.
Not adding any value to my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the same stuff, isn't it? You know what triggered it?
No?
Pancake Day.
Right, why?
Everyone just posting pictures of pancakes, man.
Yeah.
I just can't live that life.
Did you have a pancake though? I
did have pancakes, of course I had pancakes. I'm not mad, man. This is an issue.
So what toppings did you have on your pancake? Did you keep it classic?
So I did. I had a bit of both. So I had The classic of just the lemon,
Yeah.
the sugar. I haven't had it for ages. Usually I just use like a fresh lemon, but I had like the little lemon-shaped
what, the
lemon
little
thing.
squeezy?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, all right. I saw it and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get that.
Okay.
So I had that with some sugar,
Retro.
obviously, and then I went for the Nutella as my mixing up a little bit. Did you have pancakes? I assume you have to. You've got a child.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was very much like, yeah, where's my pancakes?
Yeah. Doesn't get them at school?
I don't believe so. They did a pancake.
Or if they did, he wasn't telling you.
Pancake race. Well, of course he's not. They're going to have a few more. But yeah, we did the classic, but then we like to add a little bit of a side note on that of orange, lemon and orange.
Lemon and orange.
Yeah.
Any reason?
Just because it's not quite as sharp and it's quite flavoursome. But he had Nutella and strawberry.
What did you have any?
I had one of each. So one classic, one not so classic.
Now I've got a question that's sure to divide opinion.
It's not the question on the scone, is it?
No, it's not scone. It's pancake related. It's on the topic of pancakes. What do you are you more of a crepe or an Italian American style pancake?
like a fat pancake.
Italian style pancake, jeez. What would you say?
I prefer thin and crispy, so more like a crepe.
You're a crepe kind of guy.
Yeah.
Do you make the pancakes?
I did last night.
You did.
I
But
did.
both of you and your wife have the ability to both make pancakes. It's not like one of you is the pancake specialist.
She started and then went gone off.
Okay. She subbed out.
Off you go,
She's
yeah.
had enough. Who did the batter?
She did.
Okay.
Yeah. Who made them at your house?
My girlfriend. She prefers the American style.
Oh,
I'm more
right.
crepe, but I just
go along with it.
Well, you make them and I'll eat them. Because if I'd make them, I'd make crepes. Does that make sense?
So did you have like the buttermilk? This is buttermilk, isn't it? The American ones?
I don't know if
I
it's
can't
buttermilk,
remember.
but she just makes it with like it's just the same batter, but they're thicker. I guess it's
Yeah.
less. It's less of and
Like a slab.
I guess do you use some different? I don't know something.
I don't
guess
know.
to make different thickness, but apart from just using more batter.
Freedom pancakes.
Yeah, I know. But she puts vanilla essence in.
Ooh.
Very good.
Classy.
I was a big fan of that. To be honest, this unit is never going to get involved in the fight. Actually, what do they? I should have probably inspected what they've got. Skeleton spearman. Oh, there's some tomb guard there. Okay.
Josh is still in there. What type of pancakes did you have, mate? Some people even have like this is I find a little bit weird, but kind of savoury pancakes.
Yeah, I've never been on board with that. Like I once went. I was at college once. And someone went, "Oh yeah, I had like chili con carne with my pancakes." And I was like, get out of here.
That is, yeah. Mind you, Canadians, right? Bacon and maple syrup.
Yeah,
That's kind of a blend of both, right?
guess so. I'm just not on board with it.
Someone's saying bacon pancakes are nice.
Bacon, you know what? Maple syrup and bacon, I will. I'll give in there. I'll accept
dabble.
that. Yeah, no, it is enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
Oh, no, you got cold pancakes. Sorry, mate.
Who's got cold pancakes?
Josh.
Sorry, Josh.
Big sigh.
Big sigh indeed.
So how are we looking here? You
Not
feeling
great.
this one? You're not
No.
not happy.
But I've only got to survive 9 minutes.
Put it into tactical pause mode then, eh?
Yeah,
There you go.
this will last twice as long. Not really going to do that. I'm not a mentalist.
Pancake party stream. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year we could do some live pancake cooking.
Yeah.
It seems like a bad idea, but
Can you flip them?
drawers. Can I flip them? I can't remember. I honestly haven't cooked pancakes for a long time now.
Could end up on the ceiling.
Where's their lord hiding? Again. Shoot her! Did they actually just say that?
Yeah.
Like it. Jurassic Park reference.
Yeah.
Invade Hungers.
Musalon would be a pretty cool campaign. Did I don't know if you saw back in the day, someone did a really awesome mod on the I think it was Warhammer 1. They did like a Musalon update, and they combined bits of vampire counts and Bretonian kit together. So yeah, hats off to them. That was an awesome mod.
I regret doing this. Did you ever watch the stream with me and Alan where I managed to get Snitch all the way? Was it Snitch from Shilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain just really got scared then. Where I managed to navigate him through the tiniest gap to escape
Oh, really?
and do this fight. It was so cool.
That feels very snitchy.
It was very snitchy. It was the snitchiest moment you've ever seen. This is getting pretty close. I don't know why I popped those abilities a second ago, but I'm gonna do them now.
You were there, right? You just felt.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just felt
the need.
it.
So we're on a bit of a race against the clock there.
That's it. Oh.
Why have they spawned a unit at the moment? Come on, he's almost dead. Look. Come on, get him. Get him. Don't let him get away. Hit him. Please.
Look how he's just walking along. He's hobbling.
Broken his leg.
Yeah. Typical animation after a CA football tournament.
Yeah. It's the inspiration.
Yeah. Mocap.
Dead. It does make me feel better, and now we've got the thingies popped off as well.
Is it raining the arrows?
I'm gonna hit those skeleton warriors though, I think. Come on, come back. Yeah, shoot them.
Ooh, it's an interesting one. Yeah, any chance of seeing Jules coming to Warhammer 3? Don't know, to be quite honest. But yeah, we know that they've sort of, you know, people really enjoyed them in 3K. So yeah, we'll wait and see.
Get out there, mate. Run.
I think one thing that is safe to say about Warhammer 3 though is siege gameplay, and we know you guys have been sort of talking about that for a long time. You know, how you prefer some of the sieges and some of the different Total War games that we've done over the course of time. So yeah, we're looking to do some different stuff there. So hopefully that will make that far more enjoyable experience fit for you all.
I regret everything.
Oh, flashing.
It's not good, yeah. Nothing's good.
Please no. No what? Oh dear.
So close.
Maybe that's what he was saying there too. No Tom. No.
Fast forward makes it less efficient, but it could be more efficient if I wasn't doing ×3, but also hype. Crumble, you fools. Come on, crumble.
There you go, there they go. They're going now. Back to the sands.
The snowy sand. Shoot them.
Concentrating. Right.
I am really concentrating.
Thanks, man. We'll keep cracking away at stuff. Glad you're enjoying it.
I thought they were crumbling. Lied to. So there's tomb guards that hold in the middle. Oh. And they've crumbled. Good.
Yeah.
Involved there. You guys shoot these
Pin
Nagar
them in.
warriors.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Sorry. Wrong franchise.
Have we considered making skill lines into skill trees that diverge? We have. We've tried also like locking them away from one another. So like, you know, you choose. You've seen some of the content. You'll choose one line. It'll lock away a different part. So kind of the branching. Yeah, we do look into that sort of stuff.
Annoying. If we'd have had Malice at his full strength, this would have been a probably quite easy battle.
Cyber's asking, is there a throwback stream tomorrow?
There should be.
Should be.
I think there is. I have been wrong before.
I guess you just have to tune in and find out.
There should be. There should be.
Well, thanks for watching, man. Have a good one.
See ya, Cyber. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. It's gone very quickly.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Done all sorts.
Yeah.
You lost the Dragon Islands. Got beaten up.
We haven't lost since.
No.
Just to say.
No. Well, it was a tactical retreat or withdrawal.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was it. Consolidating. Eagle Live says, "Can I touch Tom's beard?" Yes, you can. I think Eagle Lives is someone that works here. I can find out. So I think it's based on a name they have somewhere else.
Nakamura says no.
Scrolling through a certain platform.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. It is, look. Eagle Lives is someone that works here.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Because they've called someone out.
Crystal Palace fan, probably.
Disappointing. Disappointing. Just need permission to touch the beard just before. To be honest, it's not meant to beard. It's meant to be mustache.
ponder.
But because I haven't shaved this bit for a while. I only shaved this in a rush this morning because I was running late. Malice is wounded. That's annoying. Let's get
Who are
Pardek
you
in.
going to choose?
Pardek.
So whatever.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Top guy.
He is a top guy. Let's go home, lads. Let's hold out in there. Actually, I do need to do that. Research.
Oh, you're switching it up, going up top now.
Well, I ran out of the bottom ones.
Yeah.
Did them all. It's 5 o'clock.
Is it really? Crikey.
Crazy stuff.
There you go.
So yeah, we will be back on stream. Hey, Kangrim. We will be back on stream tomorrow. Of course, thank you everyone for your questions. Of course, thank you, Rich, for answering them. Always good for you guys to come on.
Been a pleasure.
It's always good fun.
I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks for asking the questions. Sorry I couldn't answer them all.
Yeah.
But, you know, fear not, more content coming soon. We'll let you know when.
Yep.
And we've enjoyed it all today. It's been really...
It's been good fun,
been a
apart from
pleasure.
the start. The start wasn't so fun.
Well...
The start was probably the worst bit, but that was a tactic, you know, get people engaged, get them to see the arc of my story of getting better at the
Well, I just see the correlations of our campaign in Manchester United, you know.
Yes.
On the road to recovery.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And on the Manchester United note, which Joey's going to hate, we are going to end. And thank you very much for watching the stream.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock for Throwback Thursday. I think we are. I'm going to say we are. Are we going to watch City tonight? No.
Nah.
We'll watch United on Thursday. Good luck to them.
Indeed.
Of course, stay safe out there. And thanks for watching.
See ya.